What's up, guys? We're back here today with our Battle Brothers. Oh, man. Let's play. We're in rough shape, and we've got to fight some more spiders. Permanent injury on our boy Jost. I can't stand that. Let's move some people around. I think we have two guys right now who are seriously injured. We want to take this contract. We need to take this contract. We need the cash. But we've also got to sit and heal and repair for just a little bit of time. Maybe a day, and then we'll be able to fight these 9 web necks. Let's go ahead and run it. I was about to say, are you guys going to attack me, you jerks? We've got to chill. It looks like they're just kind of circling. We just need more HP, and we're in camp stance. That way we can heal up faster. We've got to be very aware there's some sneaky goblins walking around too. Alright, they look like they bypassed us though. Okay, what is our HP looking like? Better. Better. Our armor at least is in good shape. I think we can risk it. Let's go and find these spiders. We don't want to fight them at night. We want to fight them during the day. The webneck nest is silent, and the clatter of the company's arrival seems apocryphal, with the chink and clink of metals distinctly sharp in their trespass. You find a man hanging upside down from a tree, his whole body cocooned save his face, which is stretched and pulled by the filaments. He asks you cut his eyelids free of the webbing, which you oblige. His lids slowly close, the crust of the dry eyes crackling close for the first time in possibly days. But then they snap open and the man screams. The cocoon bubbles at his waist and rips apart, a sputtering of tiny black spiders flooding out. The man's body jolts violently around as the swarm consumes him, his gargled screams rife with the skittering of spiderlings, which fill his lungs, and which he coughs out in dying fits. Horrified, you step back only to see a throng of much larger spiders emerging from around the trees. Nope. Don't like that. Don't want to live in this world anymore. Oh, Jesus. And we are currently surrounded. Alright, so this type of battle favors us almost always, but what we have are brothers who are injured. So we're going to make great use of all of these different alleyways to set up 2v1 type of fights. We're going to have to get away from this thing's zone of control, though. Alright, our biggest problem is that they were able to reach us in certain locations. Damn. We got a 2v1 there. This sucks. Okay. Let's... I gotta ask myself what I need to do. This crossbow position is very awkward because we're behind this bush and we can't quite hit this guy. I don't like that my crossbowman is here, and at least Fenrir is in good shape enough to fight back when he's got an archer right behind him. Jost, I don't necessarily want to put him in this front position because he's very injured, but he'll probably do much better than if I, let's say, just throw our boy Oswald here. My problem is I don't have enough, like, two-handed weapons. He doesn't even have a melee weapon, which is a big oversight on my part. So he needs to be able to shoot. So we're just going to wait. And I need to get him out of here. Damn. Okay. And we take a shot and we whiff. That's really bad. Yeah, we needed to get him there as well. Okay, one down. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We'll leave him there. And let's get Corey at least out of the way. Three misses on this one spider does not feel great. And we're going to hope that we don't pay for this later. And we're going to put the crossbowman right there. Now, Baltimore should have a weapon, but without quick hands, he can't switch this turn. Didn't expect triple misses on this one webneck, though. That feels bad, man. Keep moving. Because what I want to do now is pull Caspar in here. That military cleaver should do great work for us. If he can use it. So the idea would have been to put Baltimore here, get Corey here, standing shield to shield with Tillman. That was a really bad random shuffle for us. Okay, and we are poisoned. Get our dagger out and go for some hits. Reload. That's 4 misses in a row on him. We'll spear wall here. And try and break ourselves free, and we're not able to do that. Alright, we just missed too big of an abundance of attacks. Up top here. This thing should have been dead a while ago. But because at least it's been here blocking, the other spider had to go around. But our worst position right now is here. I'm hoping they all come to a different spot. Vin and Die should be able to hold this location. Nice. Spear wall doing work. He misses the second attempt. Okay, no poison. Very good. Alright, that sucks. I expected this. We're going to whip every attack. Alright, good. We needed that. Come down here. Probably should have just got him out of the web. Very good attack. Excellent. Perfect. Something's going according to some plans. Try and get this guy off of this high ground. Free ourselves. Landing that second attack was pretty crucial. Hard to know where they're going to go next turn. I don't think there's that many of them above us. I think they're all coming from below. All the new spiderlings. We'll have to see if anyone jumps up here. And remember, we have our stats very low once we're trapped in the web. The odds of them hitting us are pretty high. We'll wait here. We have nowhere to go. Okay. Bad miss. Excellent kill. 42%. Okay. We'll go in here. Cut arm, cut leg. And he wants to flee. That's great. And we'll wait here. If anyone wants to come into this alleyway again, they're going to get wrecked. Baltimore's in rough shape. He needs to get out. We need for the attack from Caspar to land this turn. And it doesn't. 38. That's 2 like 44s we've missed here, which may result in some pretty serious damage. Take a 10% aim shot chance. No, really no chance we hit it at all. Alright, let's break ourselves free. And this thing is dead. It's gonna bleed out if it doesn't get straight up decapitated. Come on, Baltimore. I kind of want to jump out here next turn, but we just got to get this thing. All right, another miss. Excellent. And are they going to start running away? It looks like. Some of them are, at least. All right, we needed that miss as well. Perfect. Well done. And with them already wavering, the odds of us getting attacked by them are very low. Glad to land the bleed. So we're going to come out of this alright, it seems. Unless they land some sort of devastating attack on Thilman. Yeah, and here they go. So only one little fight left. And Thilman should have this on lock. We are not jumping in. We're going to try and get lucky. And down they go. And with that, we can end the round. Alright. Anytime you get ambushed and you find yourself greatly out of position, it's hard. Well, they're not out of it yet, apparently. So let's pretend as if they're going to come back. Until the game says they're not, we should definitely play as if they're going to come back. Get him in front of our archer. I don't think they will, though. I think it's going to let it roll this turn. I was just scared that some of that poison was going to take us down. And it's over. And the X-Sax, who even knows where they were? They were somewhere off to the side. They had already spawned most of what they were going to spawn. And we get some of this loot that we can then turn around and sell. Very good. The spiders defeated. You have the whole godforsaken place burned and ready to return to Wildrick the Councilman. As the fires rise, tiny spiderlings come running out with their bodies aflame like fireflies in the night. A few sellswords take up an impromptu game of seeing who can squash the most, an affair which ends with a particularly ambitious spiderling almost setting a mercenary's pants alight. Let's be done with this. Alright. Back to Damwald, 400 crowns to collect. That might just cover the cost of bandages. The bad thing about fighting beasts, though, you don't really get the actual supplies you need to stay in most of these fights. Wildrick the Councilman welcomes you back with a great clap and rub of his hands, as though you just brought in a turkey and not the horrifying evidence of your victory. After paying you the agreed reward, you hear some surprising news. The mayor states that the estate of a lost townsman could not be properly divvied up, and as further thanks, you're free to take what's left of it. Alright, they give us some cured venison. That's awesome, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, like getting some food for that. Is great. And that's a full stack of venison, which takes a long time to spoil. We needed that. We really did. That's about 150 gold worth of value, which I will take all day long. Go for brawny. That only gave us 2. Give us 2 fatigue. Let's get some resolve here. Poacher needs it badly. We'll take the fatigue boost. And, man, he's going to be a polearm user at some point, so let's just get him a little bit of melee skill here. And see what this other contract is. A drunken woman throws herself at you. She practically drools licentious horrors into your ear, and you beat her off with a stick. One onlooker rushes to your side, yanking the wench away. Begone, thought. How many times must I tell you? The lady saunters off, clamoring from one man to another like an animal between tree branches. Your rescuer offers his hand. I am Ortwin, a man of some import. Wildrick the Councilman has been looking for you. Please follow me and I shall bring you to him. Some of these I don't recognize, some of these stories, if you're wondering why I'm reading them. If I see one that I don't recognize, I do like to read it. You step into the councilman's room and he shoves a map into your face. I'm in need of a soldier and explorer, sellsword, and I think you're just the man to be both in one. Now, before you accuse me of being cheap by not hiring both vocations, let's just say I have plenty of crowns for you to earn in doing this for me. What is it, Well, I know of a place by the name of Overgrown Hideout. Okay. 300 crowns, I accept. Around the region of Windlands, a long way to the southwest. Okay. Well, we are going to need to camp until daytime because I've got to buy more provisions. Ooh, everything here is a bit expensive. Sadly, we can't not buy some tools. We need those. And I don't think there's anything else here really for us. We'll get some grain. Make sure we have 5 days worth of food. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay, let's see what the prices are. Not great. We're not in danger of running out of crowns, so we're going to hold on to our stuff. Oh, wait, and one more thing. Okay, they just have a bowyer. Alright. Let's head out. So, long way to the southwest. In the Windlands. So I'm just going to head straight, like, southwest. And see what's up. See some orcish greenskin-like footprints. Whoa. Those are pretty clear. Overgrown hideout comes into view and it's immediately reborn upon your map to the best of your illustrative abilities. Baltimore asks if that's all there is to do, you nod. A rough go or an easy one. Alright, so that was a pretty easy 300 crowns, and we can see that the enemies are something that we should be able to handle. It just depends really on the numbers. Let's take a quick look at our HP before we go in there. Man. We're getting killed by these, like, recovery times. Let's heal up. We'll spend, it's midday now, we'll spend some time healing. Evening. That help at all? It helped a little bit. Sure. Jost is just, man, I hate that his defenses are so low now. That busted knee. If we get some holy water, that blessed water, we'll know who to use it on. Alright guys, wish me luck. Hopefully this isn't like 20 guys. 9, okay. That's, man, that's so much easier. Okay. I was a little bit stressed. Tiny bit stressed. We're gonna move forward to take this double high ground position. One there. I don't think they're going to reach me this turn. I think it'll take them one more turn. So I don't need to use my spear wall. I don't think these guys can reach. So one extra turn. Spear wall on the flank. Having Jost, who's pretty vulnerable with his low HP. He's on the high ground and he can only fight one guy at a time. So that's a really safe spot for him. He can't get surrounded like, let's say, Vinendai. These are the things you got to consider. And it depends on where they go. They might continue going north, which is what we want them to do. Go for the ones that have weapons. Okay. 68. Whiff. And we're going to spear wall this turn. We didn't do it last turn because we knew we were faster and we didn't want to waste fatigue. If we land those attacks, I knew we could kill him. Should probably just spread the damage around. Damn, and our spear wall broken on the first attack. Feels bad. So we're going to prioritize anyone who goes in front of Jost gets prioritized. That way he doesn't take any cleaver attacks. I see this guy here as a Scramasax. Of course we don't want any of that nonsense. Went for the decapitation and missed it. Let's build some confidence by getting some kills. Just like that. You saw those flags go up? That's going to increase our chance to hit, which in turn will increase our chance to not get hit. The great circle of life. Alright, and the scariest Zombonis are in the bottom right now. We're going to see about helping out Vinendai here. Maybe with Finneral. But he's going to need some more firepower to get past these guys who actually have armor. Let's just go ahead and shield wall. Okay, they put someone in front of Jost, no good. And they didn't actually attack me. This is all going swimmingly. I'm glad we came in and decided to do this attack. Let's go here and hope that they don't resurrect underneath him. Alright, good hit. Everyone is super confident now. Go for the decapitation. We whiff the second one. We whiff the crossbow bolt. And one of the sword attacks. Step up. Land that. And I think it's pretty safe to start moving around here to try and help. Hoping to land both of those. That would have killed him 100%. Stay high, stay tight. And we'll have excellent positions next turn. And fully expect some of them to resurrect. Go for the guy who's 2 spaces away. That gives us our better chance to hit. And now we're just going to try and get something of a full surround. Come on, let's do it. And I want this equipment. Pretty decent stuff. Don't kill me, bro. Yeah, he caused the bleed with that Scramasax, and we should be able to kill him this turn. I want that helmet, really. We're not going to get it. I have not been particularly lucky with getting things that I've broken in combat. Finish it. Alright. And we picked up a couple levels. Did we get the helmet? We did not. But, I mean... Signet ring. A little bit of gold. I don't know. We came out ahead on that, certainly. But, of course, we took some hits to the armor. We took some hits to the HP. And Damwald's not really the best place to make big sales. We're not gonna make a lot of gold, a lot of crowns off of these. Go ahead and remember to level up first. Okay, so Beast Slayer, Mineral, I love you, buddy. Let's take a 3 roll in melee defense. I think that's very important. And we'll take a 4 in fatigue as well. Great. Okay, so we're getting to the point now where we can either pick weapon masteries. I was thinking he might end up being some sort of two-handed guy. But I do want to continue to use very thematic weaponry. I think polearms, ranged weapons, crossbows, and actual bows are the most thematic weapons, and spears versus beasts. Like, if I was going to pick something to fight a beast with, I'd be like, man, give me like a boar spear and a crossbow. I can shoot my crossbow, drop it on the ground, grab my boar spear, and take a charge. Like, that would be my thoughts, right? Whether that's correct or not. I wouldn't want a sword. You know, something with like one pointy end. An axe would probably be pretty okay too. An axe wouldn't be bad, I don't think. Any weapon is going to be good versus an animal, but against like a large wild beast, you want something. There's a reason why boar spears in history have these crosses, these T's. It's because, like, imagine a boar is charging you. You level your spear down, and let's say it's just like one of those militia spears, which we have one like this with no cross guard. So the boar would charge, and there was a very good potential that, you know, with all that weight and momentum behind it, you would skewer it, sure. Maybe squarely, maybe not. I mean, you're not always going to hit it in the face or something. You get it in its shoulder, whatever, and it just keeps charging. And it gets on top of you with all of its tusks, which are pretty deadly, and they start rending you. Whereas if you had hit it at all with the spear, it would have got caught up on the cross guard, and you could pin it. If you look at actual, you know, like in a museum type boar spears, those things are long, very long. The halves are extremely thick so that they don't like splinter, and they have these very pronounced, very strong cross guards. So I always thought that was pretty cool. It's like someone thought of that, right? It was a good idea. And here we'll take some more fatigue. Okay, and we have another option here. I'm tempted to go Man, he's going to be another guy who's going to be like a brutal two-hander. So that's making me want to do something else with him, like fast adaptation. Or Pathfinder. We could go for Pathfinder right now. Rotation's also really good. I think we're going to go for Pathfinder. I think that's something I'm going to put on every single brother. So what it does is learn to move on difficult terrain. Action point cost for movement on all terrain is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 2 action points per tile. And fatigue cost is reduced to half. Changing height levels also has no additional action point cost. It's a really good ability. I've always said that if I could put, let's say you gave me 2 extra perk points for, you know, hitting max level, I would go back and put every point into Pathfinder and rotation. It just would totally change the game. I'd be able to move around and maneuver, which is something that's very hard to do in the later stage of the game. So we're going to go Pathfinder here as well. And eventually our whole team will be able to just move freely in any type of terrain. I think if you're a Beast Slayer, you don't let stuff like snow and fighting in the forest, like that would be your element. Like you want to hunt animals in difficult terrain or beasts and monsters. I am the one who knocks, essentially. So the prices here are a tiny bit better than they were before. Not to sell, though, sadly. But we don't need to hang around here. There's nothing here for us to get. I kind of wanted one of these woodcutter's axes. There were 2 of them, I thought. It looks like they changed over their stock a little bit. We could pick up some medical supplies. It's not a dire need, though. So I'm just going to roll out. Let's plan out where we're going to go. And you know what? We have a name request. Our boy Ozzy, who's been in several of our playthroughs so far. I wanted to give him a good character. Who do we give him? I was thinking about Corey. You know what? And I think I've done Oz and Ozzy. Let's do Ozzy Mandius. Ozymandias Quick Mind. There you go, buddy. You're in the group. So where are we going? We're going to... That's a massive stone citadel. We don't want to go there. I want to go back to Finstermark. Let's stop by Urzfest and see if they have any potential people. Maybe they have a good... Ooh, Orc Marauders. They have a Berserker, though. This could be awesome or incredibly dangerous. We're going to fight him. We're going to fight him for sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Focus the Berserker. But I was hoping that they would have good prices at the place where we're going. So the Berserker has the chain. Okay. Oh god. You gotta be a fool not to be scared of orcs. At this stage in the game, they're brutal killers for us. Later on, you know, maybe not. But for right now, they're gonna be tough. We don't have Indomitable. That means they can get their charges off. Late game will eat Orc Young. Just mash them. But the biggest thing we can fail at right now is missing in these attacks. And unfortunately, the ones that we're currently fighting are well armored. And we are, in fact, missing every attack. Get in there. And they hit super hard. We gotta stop missing. Damn, that's all the damage we did to him. We're gonna step in and shield wall. The last thing we want is to step here, potentially, with this guy, with Jost. And then have him step in and then do a huge group swing. With that chain. Which, if you're not familiar, it does like an AoE, a 360 AoE. I think we bit off more than we could chew here. We're probably going to have to reload. We'll see. Alright, they broke my shield on the first attack. You know you're screwed when the Orc Berserker has better armor than you, and he one-shots shots. Let's fight it. Let's fight it out and see what happens. Get in there. We're dual-wielding this axe now, so he's actually pretty dangerous, Sigmund. But without real armor and real helmets. Missing, you know, 3 ranged attacks in a row. That's another 3. 4. We really had no chance. The Berserker could have gone down right at the start of the fight, and then it would have been a whole different ordeal. He one-shot. God. That chain is an awesome weapon, but there's no way we have anyone who could use it. Let's just see what he does. Wow, charge into hit. We took his armor. Yeah, when the Orc Young have better armor than you, you're screwed. There goes our other shield. This is payback for all the times I disrespected Orc Young in every other playthrough. I'm shooting at the guy who has the shield just because if we can kill him, that puts a huge hole in their formation. And it'll probably make them want to rout. Not that this fight isn't over. We should just reload from the autosave and run away. Oh god. It's 2 down. And we just couldn't hit this guy to save our lives. Look how hardy those things are. Don't beat me with the tree branch, bro. Okay, I've had enough. I've had enough. Let's quit and we'll just load from the autosave. Load it up. Alright. Note to self, do not fight Orc Marauders. You are not ready. We're still wearing some of the weakest... Oh god, I thought they were going to get me for a second. I'm still wearing the weakest cloth head armor that's possible. It's like 30. The weakest, I think, is 20, but 30 is just, like, it might as well be nothing. We might as well be wearing, like, paper hats. A Squire? That's a generally good pickup. I don't know if a Squire would want to train as a Beast Slayer, though. A Rat Catcher is, if you think about it, it's kind of just like a tiny Beast Slayer. Let's sell that. The prices here are fine. We'll hold on to that Scramasax. It's a decent weapon, and we'll sell the rest of this stuff. That puts us up to 1,400. Okay. Respectable. Another cheap military cleaver. Ooh, a relatively cheap basic mail shirt. Actually, it's really not that cheap. It's about the cost that I would want to pay for it at 100% durability. Let's see what's in the, no, not that. What's in the weaponsmith and the armor. Prices are outrageous, can't afford it. Generally hoping to see some basic mail. So, whereas they would normally be charging us about $774, we can get it for a little under $400. Those are the type of pickups we need to be going for right now. Whenever we've got a surplus of gold, we just need to grab up basic mail. And we will. We'll grab one. And we're going to give that to Thilman. And that lets us move along the padded leather to Sigmund, who is both dumb and pessimistic. I'd be pretty pessimistic about life if I was dumb as well. Hold on. We also have a Gramasax, which we should give to someone. We'll give that to Jost, who eventually will have good melee skill. So his melee defense won't matter that much. And something we could do, let's say we take this from him, right? We could just load up Jost as a... he's supposed to have high resolve. He was going to be our sergeant. He could be a two-hander. And we just, instead of trying to pump up his melee attack and defense, we just give him stuff that doesn't care about that. Like Battleforge, that's a given anyway. Indomitable, which is just straight up damage reduction. We could still make him very viable. I'm not that concerned about it. We just need to be a little bit smart about how we choose our perks. I'm not pessimistic about it, if you will. Sell a sword, sell a little bit of armor. And there are no contracts here, of course. We need to move on to Finstermark. which I was hoping would be our home base. And someone asked me to pick up a, I think that was Mr. Blue, asked me to pick up a Houndmaster. So I think we can probably get them from Shansburg. Usually whenever you have a kennel somewhere, you can find a Houndmaster. Okay, wooden watchtower, go and repair it. Only because I love you, man. That's some pretty low gold cost there. You come across a man and a woman arguing outside one of the town's buildings. Why do I give you all of it? I'm the one doing all the work. She yells. The man rubs his chin and responds, I manage the minge. God damn it. How would you find work without me? The woman, seeing you, turns and asks if you'd sleep with her. She could be shaped like 2 circles and a triangle, and you'd probably still have a go. The woman throws her hands out. See? Half this world's ready for business if I so much as open my legs. The wannabe pimp asks you to put some sense into his prospect. So, if we had a monk, we could talk the pimp into joining us. I've done that before. And then you get a guy with a background that's a pimp. None of this really matters, but the best thing is to talk him into joining you, and you get a free guy. That's why I always love to have a monk in my party. Nothing wrong with a cell whore. That's playing by her own rules. With a fatherly appeal, you take the pimp by the shoulder. You can take the woman out of the streets, but you can't take the streets out of a woman. The pimp thinks it over. You do too, as you were never one for logic. The pimp looks at you. What? The lady steps forward, taking the pimp by the other shoulder. I think he's saying to cut me loose. When the pimp raises an eyebrow, the woman clarifies, figuratively speaking. The pimp sighs. I don't understand what the hell you two are saying, but alright. I thought maybe I could get a business going here. A woman here, a woman there. Peddle their smooches, let's say. Make some crowns, retire early. Oh well, back to grinding wheat into flour until I keel over and die. The man walks off, his nose stiffling. The pimp game isn't for everyone. Yeah, I really wish we had a monk. That would have been cool. Alright, Brigand's Scurry. And in we go. It's nighttime, we lose the advantage of our archers, but maybe they have archers as well. I need more pole arms. If I could kill some, like, a small group of goblins and take their pole arms, that would be ideal. And we can spear wall here, because this guy will probably act before us next turn. If they're going to overload the bottom flank, then we're going to rotate down. Let's see what we can do. Aim shot, 39. It's not bad. Forever disappointed. .49. Good hit. We don't want to get hit by this weapon or that axe. Perfect. And they have a sling. That should never hit us. They have 2 slings. Okay. There's just the odds aren't there. And we probably won't be able to catch them, not without a dog. We sacrificed our dog pretty early on in our Let's Play to survive some brutal fights. Big hit from the military cleaver. Expecting him to break my shield, and he 100% did, that jerk. But we might be able to get a shield off of this guy once we kill him. I don't want to break his shield because now I need it. Kill that guy, that way we can move back in and get a better surround over here. Good hit. Spadum is such a great early weapon to have. It does a lot of DPS. And our formation is tight. He brought this. Okay. That's good for us. I didn't want to get hit by this anyway. That's 2 down. Lock down the slinger. 38%. Once they start running, the shield walls go down. And would love to get this axe. He broke my other shield. Well, this battle quickly has become not worth it. If I don't get this axe, I'm going to be pretty upset. Because we've got 2 shields to replace. That's pretty expensive. Alright, down they go. What do we get? We get the axe and we get a shield. Okay. And we got the Goindag, which is strong as well. It's actually stronger than the axe. They're different weapons, of course, but it is stronger than the axe. Interesting. Maybe it's time to start implementing some of that two-handed plan on some of our brothers. So someone like Jost, for example, give him that. And then, who else was it? Was it first Thilman? I know Finneral is going to eventually be, you know, like a real two-hander, but I think it is him. Give him the axe. Who's our lumberjack? He is. That doesn't give him any, like, real affinity for axes or anything. He's going to be great with a pole arm. Okay, here we go. Give him the cleaver. Him the spear. Boom. And then we have some levels. Okay, so Sigmund, you are quite dumb, my friend. We're going to start you off with student. A little bit more resolve. There you go. I would have loved to take that 3 in melee defense. I think that was pretty important, but we've got to get his resolve at least to 40. I mean, it's his current state was pitiful. And with Thilman, let's hold off on giving him any particular mastery and just go straight for Pathfinder. 3 there is great. 4 here is amazing. And we'll take a 2 in melee defense. Very important to get your melee defense up when you're two-hander, because you're not going to have the ability of the shield to help you out. So we're going to go back here with the worker caravan. I don't even know why this is part of it, because no one ever attacks me. It's just like a weird little waste of time. And let's get back into Finstermark and see about that other contract, which is 2 skull. And they have another Beast Slayer. It's all I want. They have a poacher too, but I'd much rather have a Beast Slayer. We're not well off enough to do that. Sell the garbage. Slings would probably be pretty good against monsters as well. Think about like Primitive Man. If you ever see 2001: A Space Odyssey, the whole like monkeys learning to throw rocks. So there was a padded leather there I would like to get, because that'll get us out of this rugged surcoat. Yeah, and it's pretty cheap. 155 is basically nothing. These are all 45 protection. The food here is all of the expensive kind. I guess we'll buy some bread. We'll sell that. Come here. Hook him up. Actually, anyone on the outside gets the better armor. Just in case. Our helmet sucks so much. And that Scramasack, someone's got to hold that. Actually, no. We're doing okay. Let's give it to Oswald here. It'll weigh him down a little bit, but not too much. Everything's looking okay. I may have to cut this episode a little bit short, just because I do have like a doctor's appointment today I need to go to. I've been having some pretty serious medical trouble, guys. And yesterday, some good news for once, for me. I went to a meeting with the VA and got them to approve some special program for me to go back to school. And it's not even just like your regular GI Bill, if you're not familiar with that. In America, if you serve in the military and you don't wait too long, they'll pay for you to go to school. And it's a really awesome benefit. But because I'm a disabled veteran, you know, they have some special programs for me. So I got accepted yesterday. I went and had like a couple hour long meeting and talked to some people, and they agreed that I was qualified for the program. So very lucky. I'm very blessed to be in that. I'm not really a religious person, not in a long time, but I do feel very lucky, above and beyond just normal luck, to have all the opportunities that I have. So now, guys, we are going to defend from the raiding parties. We'll fight at least one fight, and then I'll probably have to go for the day. But yeah, with the medical troubles that I've been having, I had like a couple emergency room visits, and I've ended up... Let's camp, actually, until they show up. And I've ended up... Ooh, it's... Oh, damn it. I was hoping for raiders, that way we could get stuff. Okay. 13 undead. I see some over here. How many? 10. They have a necromancer. Damn. Okay. Alright, let's take it on. We got it. We got this, guys. Same fight as earlier, just they have a necromancer that we need to catch. Yep. Exactly. And we could maybe make use of this high ground. Move. Go all the way up there. And we're going to shift this whole formation. We'll move here. Okay, that's all we can move. Gotta order this a little bit better. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it until I started getting into doing it. Yeah, and I was hoping that the necromancer wouldn't possess someone to the point where I wouldn't be able to move my formation a little bit better. So we'll see how these two-handed weapon additions do in this battle. Should be able to just bonk these things and one-shot them, potentially. I would say in the early game in Battle Brothers, if you can kill some goblins and take their pole arms, that's super valuable. And their daggers as well, for your backline if you want to give them something. But also, try and kill Norskins if you can for their weapons as well. Throwing weapons especially, they're going to be the ones that are going to give it to you. But any like early raiders you can get, try and take those dudes down. Let's take a 72. Nailed it. Happy. And of course he's faster than us, because he has that possession. And they may overload this flank pretty heavily. Kind of looks like that's what they're going to do. And if they start doing that, we'll wrap around. I think we just push in. Very good. Up a little bit forward, see what's up. Target anyone who's possessed, because they're going to get extra bonus attacks. Extra bonus, that's pretty redundant, but you know what I mean. He picked up the other guy's spear and attacked us with it. That's a new thing that they can do, relatively new. Alright, 91% chance. So we have two attacks, thrust or knockout. So we're not going to stun a zombie. Let's try and go for the big kill. I guess we're just going to push. The momentum is kind of behind us right now. We can't attack and move in the same turn, so we're not even going to try. Okay. Dude gets resurrected. Nobody as of yet. We needed to hit that. And that. Why do you hate me, game? We have a quadruple surround here and we're still missing. Feels real bad. We're going to start scooting forward. We'll see who he resurrects. Possessing a dude with a cleaver when he's standing next to two of our brothers who don't have shields, extremely dangerous. I knew this would happen. I'm not that concerned about it. I'd rather him go on him. We will wait. Happy to see they've kept a guard back. And let's go for the decapitation. Boom. Excellent. So he's not coming back, we know that. And another decapitation, good. So no one's picking up that militia spear again. Really need to take this thing down. I'm happy to be landing these shots. That took half my helmet. My hat. Alright, so no cleaver. Decapitation? Nailed it. So, a bunch of these things are decapitated. They won't be able to get any attacks off. The big thing is we gotta lock down this necromancer so he can't escape. If we're gonna get any good loot for this fight, we're gonna get it from him. Gotta try and lock him down with his bodyguard. It gets trickier later game when the bodyguards are fallen heroes. And there's more, there's like 3 of them. Jump forward. Alright, coming right back. Decapitation to make sure he doesn't come back again. And we have missed an inordinate number of attacks. Thankfully, these are not highly dangerous combatants. None of them have weapons. It's like we're gonna have to... It's gonna make us decapitate like every single one of them. And we pretty much did. That's crazy. And they still find the one guy we haven't decapitated yet. Let's get our crossbow back out. And reload. Just move forward. Instead of reloading. I'm gonna try and get onto this necromancer. He's not gonna push out. They're gonna wait. They're gonna wait and give us the ability to surround him. We maybe use Ozymandias as a bit of a rear guard. Okay. Little HP damage. The idea is to step in like that, right there. We gave him a target. And he's got a dagger. Wow, check that out. Okay. Put the fear of the Lord into this guy. Hopefully he doesn't stab Joss to death. And he did not. Very good. The Great Undead Siege will continue after this fight. But guys, I do have to go. Wish me luck. It's a pretty important doctor's appointment. I'm hoping they don't try and screw me. We picked up some padded leather. But that's it. I'm happy to get that, though. I mean, that's 150, 200 gold value for us at this point. Give it to Baltimore. Not to be confused with Dumbledore. And And anything else? We got a level. Let's do that real quick. Student, easy pick. 4 there, a 4 here. Happy to see that. And then I'm actually going to take a 2 in range. Not the most important stat to get right now, but I'm still happy to do it. And guys, look forward to an even bigger undead fight in tomorrow's episode. Once again, though, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. Wish me luck in all my endeavors today. I also have to buy and install a new dishwasher. So, and uninstall the old one. So that's another thing. That's like the second half of my day. When it rains, it pours, y'all. In life, if some stuff starts happening to you that's bad, just ask for all of it at once. Just be like, look, fate, life, God, whatever you believe in. Hit me with it now. Just give me everything all at once so I can deal with it now, and I won't have to deal with it when I'm happy, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at. It's raining, it's pouring, and I'm just dealing with it. And I'm happy to talk to you guys. The comment section has been cheering me up. When you guys love the Let's Plays, that really makes my day. So, alright, y'all. Take care, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Later, guys.